of what else I've watched. I watched a documentary about the Amityville Horror, the real life one. It was pretty cool. The same type of thing you see a lot of. So it was what it was. I don't recall watching. I watched Insidious 2 again. You and I saw that at the theaters together, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, we did. Is it still good?
Yeah, it's still good. It's not better than the first one, Vic. I still disagree with you about that. It
was better than the first one the first time we see it.
No, I didn't think so.
I think it was.
I never did.
But it was.
I don't think it was scarier. It was good though. I just didn't think it was scarier or better. And for me, the first one's a 4 machete, and that one's probably 3.5.
I'd say that they're both probably 3.5, but
I just love the original Insidious. I think it's got more atmosphere and drama and lots of other things, but the other one's good. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not fucking bitching about the sequel. The sequel's good, no doubt about it. It's just not the original with me. But, maybe in 30 years people will tell me I'm a retard, like with Friday the 13th, because I like part 2 better than part 1, personally, so.
You like what? What? You like part 2
better? I like
better?
the second Friday the 13th better, because it's Jason,
Well, yeah, I mean, I understand, because it's a better movie.
It's. I mean, let's just be honest about it. The first one's slower, and it was what it was for the time, and it's a great movie. It is, but I like the sequels better because, not all the sequels, but.
I was just saying, it's a classic, it's iconic, but, I mean, as the years go on, they evolve and develop, but part 2 is definitely a better movie, and part 4 is better than all of them. So, it is what it is.
We'll give some opinions on those as we move along, but anyway, I also watched Dead Silence with the puppet, Billy the Puppet. And
yes, I want to see that.
I liked it the first time I saw it, but I didn't think anything special of it, and I liked it the second time I saw it, which was just now, and, just this past week, and I still don't think anything special about it. So I think it's good, but I don't expect to be blown away. It's just solid.
All right. I'll check it out.
It's solid. It's worth watching. It's just not one of those things that you're going to want to watch over and over again. It's, it has its place.
I got you. I'll check it out one of these days when I'm not working like crazy.
It's James Wan and Lee Wannell, the same Saw guys, and Insidious and Conjuring. So, I mean, you expect a good movie out of it. It is. It's just not anything blow away good. I think a lot of people kind of overhyped it. Not to say that they were wrong in saying it was a good movie. It's just, I don't know. I guess if you're scared of puppets, it's pretty fucking creepy, but I wasn't that scared of it. I just thought it was good. Although there was some point in the movie where I jumped. But overall, the movie was good. It just wasn't anything, I don't know. It's not memorable for me, but I like it. I like it fine. I'd probably give it 3 out of 4.
So are people, like, really scared of puppets? Like, is that a thing?
Some people are. I mean, people are scared of clowns, so.
Well, yeah, I know that, but I don't know. I never knew people were scared of puppets. I mean, it's
there's people out there that are scared of, like, Chucky. So, I mean, I figure that's the same concept.
He's a doll, and he's crazy.
I guess. But I guess that's the thought process behind these things. By the way,
hey,
I don't
Travis,
know if you've seen it.
Hold on.
Yeah.
We got somebody on the line.
All right, bring him in.
David, is that you?
Yes, sir.
What's up, man? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
That's all right. I don't care. I'm patient.
What's up, buddy?
Not much. I was just telling Vic that I could go to that Monster Mania if I really wanted to. I don't even know where the hell it is in Jersey. I just know I'm closer to it than you two are.
You should go.
Well, it's this weekend. It's this weekend, but where is it in Jersey?
Cherry Hill.
Cherry Hill? It's about 2 hours away, 2.5 hours, I think. Actually, I don't even know if it's that far. I don't know. But I'm working anyway, otherwise. Like, if it was earlier in the day, maybe I can chance it, but I don't know.
I will tell you this, David, and this is for us, and you may feel differently because you're not a movie guy, but those horror conventions are a fucking addiction, and Vic and I know that for a fact. I mean, if you're a big movie fan or a big horror movie fan, you will go there and drop hundreds of dollars and not even think twice about it.
My bank
thank God I'm not that much of a movie person.
Yeah.
I mean, you can probably just drop hundreds of dollars on Ric Flair alone. I overheard that he's going to be there.
What a bum that guy is.
Yeah, support his drinking habits and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, I was saying to Vic too before that you know, you guys always land a home run with these guests, man. I mean, between, you know, all the, you know, Adam Green and the guests for the H.H. Holmes show, all of them, you know, and Adrienne just now. Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, everybody. Just everybody has been always top notch, and you got the good guests that always go on the Indie Power Rankings. You know, I don't know. You just get a good, you know, hand in the draw, I guess. I mean, it's great.
I mean, we don't try for people that we're going to think that we think are going to be a pain in the ass, and if we do, we don't ever even hint at those people. And I think that's part of the thing that where we're successful is if we think somebody's going to be a pain in the ass, we don't even like waste our time, you know.
Right, absolutely. And you know that just as well, if not better than I do. There's plenty of them in wrestling. I mean, when I interviewed indies, when I first started open mic wrestling, I know, good Christ, it's like at least 4 years ago now, maybe 5, I have no idea. Actually, it's about 6 years ago when I started. When I was interviewing independents, you know, there's a lot of them, and there's a few of them that would contact me wanting to be interviewed, and they had all these demands. I'm like, whoa, I never even heard of you. Who the hell are you to make these demands? You know, and I had, you know, time limits that I wanted to keep with my shows and all this stuff. So you know, I'm sure you've dealt with it too, you know, whether you've been caught off guard or not. You know, I've dealt with my fair share of a pain in the ass. But the fact that you're able to get all these people, you know, and again, like Adam Green was on for an hour, Adrienne King was just on for an hour. You know, it's just amazing how chill and laid back, you know, and I don't know if it's just because of the genre, because, I mean, I think, I don't know, but it just seems like the horror folk, the genre just seems to be that much more humbled, I guess, by their successes, because they know basically what they're getting into when they sign up for these things, because a lot of people love their, you know, as a lot of these movies do, and you and Dick both know, Travis, you know, Phantasm, that started out as a B-rated horror movie and it turned into this iconic, you know, series. You know, it's just really amazing the kind of camaraderie the horror genre has. So probably has a lot to do with everything, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it is true that a lot of these movies ended up being big after they weren't expected to be. I mean, Friday the 13th is a perfect example of that. Halloween, hell, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You're talking about movies that weren't expected to be jack shit, and look what they became. And you know, and I think that's why people like Adrienne King appreciate their fans so much as they do, because they wouldn't have been anything without their fans, and they can admit to that. I mean, but there are people out there that don't feel that way, and you know, I think Betsy Palmer's one of those people. As much as I hate to say it, but
yeah. Well, and even so, like you're mentioning Texas Chainsaw, I want more Alexandra. She's quite incredible.
Daria.
She is quite incredible. I mean, I was watching, and I'm watching with my fiance. I'm like, oh my goodness, just don't say anything. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. But no, and I also heard you talking about Insidious too. I've seen both, and wow, you know, the non-movie guy's seen 2 movies. Amazing. I agree. I liked the first one better. I felt that the second one was a lot slower than the first one. I mean, it's good that they followed the story, but I just feel that maybe there are some points that they're stretching it much, and I believe they're coming out with a third one. How the hell can you make a third one out of it unless your central character is that old woman? I mean, I just don't know how you can do it.
I just think it's a different family, and they're going to be using the same, like, Ghostbuster type guys.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'm not saying that it makes sense or anything. I will tell you this, and this is sad to me, okay? So I saw the previews of it, and as much as I loved the first 2 Insidiouses, I thought the third one looks like shit. and that bums me out because, I mean, I haven't seen anything that really excites me about the third one yet, which is sad because, again, I love Insidious, so I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
And I was about to bring this up before you called in, David. It's a good comparison because Insidious, to me, is it draws a lot of connections and a lot of comparisons to Poltergeist, which I think it definitely should.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's just one of those things where what's today, by the way, guys? 9th?
Today is the 9th, all day.
All right, good deal. Anyway, so I saw the Poltergeist remake trailer, and I thought it looked incredible. I really did.
Wow.
And you know, I'm not one of those people that's about let's remake everything, but I don't have a problem with remakes per se as long as they're good. And that Poltergeist remake looks badass.
No, I'm gonna have to check it out. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen all of the Halloween remake. I haven't seen, I actually was a fan of the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. I mean, I don't know if I'm pissing anybody off, which I might be, and I really don't care. But I was a fan of the post-Robert Englund Friday the 13th. I mean, it's not even for the fact, there only be one Freddy Krueger. There's no substitute. But for I don't know the name of the actor. I'm terrible at it. But he did a good job. And it was built just right. And you know what, Texas Chainsaw 3D, again, I'm going to go back to it just because he's so hot. It was a good story, a very good story and well captured, and followed everything up really well. And the ending I thought was really good. So I don't know. It really depends on who you are. If you look at the glass half full, half empty, I guess. You've watched obviously a hell of a lot more movies than I have. So I mean.
What's funny is I watched the Nightmare on Elm Street remake, and Jackie Earle Haley is, by the way, the guy who played Freddy Krueger in that. He was also in what the fuck's the name of that movie? God, I can't think of the name of the movie now. It was a superhero movie, but it was like a dark superhero movie, and God, I can't think of it because I've been drinking too much.
Kick-Ass?
No. Same guys did 300 or whatever. I can't think of the name of it.
Watchmen.
Yeah, The Watchmen. Anyway, and that was a good movie, and he was cool in that movie. And the first time I saw Nightmare on Elm Street remake, I thought he was badass in that movie. I was fine with his portrayal of Freddy, and I hated Nancy. Well, I watched it again this past a year or two, and I was like, God, Freddy blows, and Nancy's all right, but that's because I saw the girl with dragon tattoo, and I saw the rape scene, and I'm kind of a fan of hers now. So I'm just telling you guys the truth. That's what people expect from me.
I guess so. But and you know what other movie that was okay years later in which they did? I think it was Hannibal Rising.
Yeah,
like the backstory of it. I was a huge fan of that movie.
I didn't have a problem with it. I thought one of the things that was goofy about it was him getting that mask that looked exactly like the mask he got at the asylum. That made absolutely no sense, but that's just overthinking things. But yeah, I had no problem with that movie. It was fine. I didn't like Hannibal after a while because it pissed me off that they made Hannibal a good guy. So
right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I know you haven't watched Devil's Rejects, but they did that same thing where they made the bad guy good guy, and they did the same thing with Texas Chainsaw 3D.
Yeah, it was one of those things where you didn't know what to expect.
I don't know. If that's done right, it's a decent concept.
Dude, I love Devil's Rejects, and so does Vic, and I actually have a footstool in the basement that's a Devil's Rejects footstool of all things.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I think it's a really, really good movie. But again, with the little sample size that I do have, who the hell am I to actually be a judge? But what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. But yeah, I love The Devil's Rejects, and I like it a hell of a lot better than House of a Thousand Corpses. There are those out there that actually like House of a Thousand Corpses better than.
It's two completely different movies. It's two completely different